Oh
Da
my
da
God.
da da do 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 do.
Do, 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 do,
Da 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 da
do.
do 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 do.
Da, 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 da,
We're back with
da.
week one, and it's not week two. And now here's Coach Grandor. Do 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 do.
Hey. Oh, hey.
Oh,
Uh, guys,
what's
yeah.
up?
football is
Back. Back. We
Back.
got football back.
we
This
got
Thursday.
football back. Yes, and it's a team I care about. It's Packers Bears.
It's the Bears. Congrats, Coach. Well done on making it through the offseason. Ready to see your vaunted Bears go up against those evil Packers.
Oh. Yeah. Well, man, I am both anxious and excited at the same time because it's one of those things like last year. It was a similar thing. It was week one. Last year we were Sunday night's game, I believe. And so it was Packers Bears. That was the big time drugged up Aaron Rodgers comeback. That was phenomenal.
And God bless those drugs, too.
Thank God. And then all the Bears people were like,
Was that the one? Was the first game the one where he had the my leg interview?
Yeah, that was it.
My leg. I was
My
just
leg.
watching that.
Yeah.
He is so
forgot about
fucking high, dude. In that
Yeah, he is
video, it's
extremely
hilarious.
high. Yeah, he came back in drugged up and beat the Bears, and then all the Bears were like, "Oh, it's not fair. He was on drugs." I'm like, "You lost to a drugged up quarterback, just shredding your defense."
And that was before he got the mustache.
That was before he had the
Exactly.
mustache. So
Yeah.
that was honestly the high point of our season. Literally, he is very high.
Yeah, he was very, very high.
Yeah, extremely high. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Wow.
hoping that this year our new and improved defense is more of a highlight than the offense, and I hope our new coach has an amazing offensive game plan and everything just clicks, and we are very good. But you never know. But the biggest thing I'm happy about is that we're pretty much healthy. So that's probably the best thing you can ask for, honestly.
Well, I mean, not us, not the podcast, but like the football team of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I'm
we
very
all three of
unhealthy.
us.
Yeah,
all
I
three of us
actually
are
am-
definitely not healthy.
I'm fighting off a cold right now. I'm
I'm
at the
probably-
congestion part.
I could die at any day, really.
Okay, well, I mean, okay, I shouldn't include Rob and
Yeah,
Grandor
he's-
then.
Any moment, I could keel over while we're doing the podcast.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Hopefully not, because we have to get to these power rankings. We got to talk about lots
Yeah.
of news, and we also have, Coach, our entire season predictions through the, I think, divisional playoffs, maybe.
I didn't make playoff predictions, but I did make full-on divisional season predictions.
Yes, we've all
So-
three of us have gone through, thanks to courtesy of Rob and Playoff Predictor something. Yeah, it was a very cool website. We should be leaving a link down below. We might even link our picks.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
so
can
you
do
can
that with
analyze
the
them.
permalinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Krendor actually remembers to do it.
It's
Classic.
possible.
That's the best you're gonna get, Chad. That's the best.
There you go.
Chat.
Welcome to week one, everyone. Yeah,
We're not streaming, Rob.
yeah, we're not streaming. Rob.
So
He's so unhealthy, he doesn't even remember, Coach.
he doesn't. He doesn't.
I don't know what state I'm in.
A bad state.
That's true. Yeah.
So, NFL back in action. Preseason's over. We had the cuts happen. Any surprising cuts for your teams or other teams you noticed? I know LaShawn McCoy getting cut. That was a big one.
Yeah,
That is big.
What's up with that, Rob?
I mean, I don't know. That's really weird. I don't know why the Bills would drop Shady now, like
Yeah.
just before the season starts. I mean, I don't even know who they have up in Buffalo at running back beyond
Yeah,
him.
let's- Buffalo running backs. We're about to find out. Devin Singletary, Frank Gore, and TJ Yeldon. So I
Are they
mean,
really? They're gonna fucking go Frank Gore.
They're going
Gore's
Frank
gonna
Gore,
be
dude.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
who is
Yeah,
Devin
He
Singletary?
doesn't stop.
I don't
It's
know.
Mike
20
Singletary's son.
He was a 3rd-round draft pick, so I guess this is another guy that they really like. So, I mean, hey, that sounds good. Frank Gore and a young, promising rookie guy.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like at the end of the day, like it looks like they're probably going by committee, which is not a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who else better than Frank Gore, someone who's been in the league for like since the Stone Age, to advise your young upcoming rookie? I mean,
yeah,
he'll teach him how to stay alive at least.
Honestly, maybe he'll teach Josh Allen how to hurdle a man.
Well, I mean, come on now. That's you can't teach God-given talent, Rob.
That's a great point.
I think the biggest. He actually signed with LaShawn McCoy signed with the Chiefs. So that's kind of crazy.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, he went back with Andy Reid.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
So that's actually really nice for him. He should get
that's a great pickup. I can't believe they cut him.
Yeah. Because I mean, the dude for the past couple of years, he's still been producing. Like he's not like 2010 Shady McCoy, but he's still productive, I think.
Yeah, I think so. So some other big news happened. Andrew Luck retired. That's pretty big.
Oh, right. We didn't do that on the podcast
yet. We didn't do that one yet. My favorite was I don't know if I showed the tweet and the thing of like that old woman and him. Oh yeah, I did. And she's like, just keep playing. And he's like, don't worry, I'll be here for a while.
Promise you'll stay on the team.
Yeah. He's like, don't worry, I will. Retired.
It's this old lady in a wheelchair with like she's got like a blanket over her legs, but she's got like a signed football or something. Yeah. And Andrew Luck is bending over just to like smile and be cordial, whatever. Yeah, that did not age well at all. I think that's from like last year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's either way. That woman is very sad. She probably is, she's probably in better health than Rob, but it's not.
Well, that's probably. Yeah. Honestly, that's not really a high bar, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But man, so now Jacoby Brissett takes over, and I think they're pretty good still. They still have like a solid defense and like a good offensive line. Like
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go out on the limb. I believe in the brisket. I like Jacoby Brissett. I've liked him for a while. I think he can be a starter. So I'm glad that he's getting the opportunity because I legitimately think that he's pretty good. And I think, and he's still super young too, so he can definitely develop more. And they've got a strong team. They've got a playoff team.
Yeah,
playoff. Well, not according to me and my 3-13 prediction, Rob.
Yeah, I don't think I rated them very highly either. Yeah, they're 4-12 on mine.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, the Texans are not going to be 13-3, but we will get to the. We'll
get to that eventually.
By the way, who is the crazy person who decided they were going to predict a tie? By the way.
I predicted 2 ties, actually.
Yeah,
the Jaguars and somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, if of all the teams, the Jaguars would pull off a tie.
Yeah. I had Jaguars, Bucks, Seahawks, and Eagles all with a tie this year.
If that comes true, I swear to God.
Yeah, we can never.
I gotta get something, Rob, right? I gotta get some sort of like an award.
I'll send you whatever's in my trash can, Rob.
I mean, I'll take it.
Congrats.
So, a reward's a reward.
Yeah.
So there's also some trades that happen, both involving the Texans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Both, I think, terrible trades for the Texans. So we'll go over those. The Seahawks acquired Jadeveon Clowney from the Texans for Jacob Martin, Barkevious Mingo, and a 2020 third-round pick. I feel like that was a terrible trade for the Texans.
They were ready to get rid of Clowney because Clowney hasn't played since he played in that Michigan game, essentially. But I know that he wasn't too happy here towards the end, but it's just because he wasn't playing a lot, and he also wasn't producing for the times that he wasn't injured. But
it's
how far he's fallen from the first round. He wasn't drafted number 1, but he was drafted in the first round by the Texans.
I thought he was first overall.
Was he first overall?
I don't think Jadeveon Clowney was. Hold on, let me look it up.
Did the Texans get first pick in that draft?
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure
On
they
his-
did,
on his rookie
wasn't it?
season? I'll let Rob.
Draft, he was
to it.
picked. I got it right here. First overall.
Oh wow, okay.
That
Damn.
was Clowney, Greg Robinson, Blake Bortles, and Sammy Watkins.
Oh,
And
man.
then get this, Khalil Mack.
Yep.
Classic.
You will be seeing in 2 days, Coach.
You
That's
sure
true.
will.
He's a scary man.
We got Bakhtiari, dude. One of the best tackles in the league. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, I
Um,
mean, the thing is, like with Jadeveon Clowney, he's 26 ultimately.
Dude,
so
there's the thing.
super
He's
young.
gonna go to Seattle. All right. Pete Carroll's gonna give him like some super Seattle drugs. He's gonna end up getting like 20 sacks.
Probably.
Like I know
yeah.
it's gonna happen.
They are good with defense over there.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna get rejuvenated over there, have some crazy stuff happen. But that's not even crazy yet. Now the Texans acquire Laramie Tunsil, Kenny Stills, 4th-round pick from the Dolphins for 2 first-round picks, a 2nd-round pick, and Julian Davenport and Johnson Betamosi.
Yeah, I don't understand that second trade.
Yeah, I don't. So they gave up 2 first-rounders, a 2nd-rounder, and some other, like 2 first and a 2nd?
For freaking,
I don't.
Yeah, but it is Laramie Tunsil who is he's a left tackle. So like it's a franchise left tackle. He's 25. It looks like he's really good. So
Yeah.
I mean, I would be spending at least 1 first-round pick on a franchise left tackle. Like if Laramie Tunsil's a franchise left tackle, then I'd spend at least 1 first-round pick. The problem is too that he's probably like, let me check his over the cap, but how many more years does he have on his rookie deal?
Yeah.
He's got he's signed till 2020. Yeah, so they're gonna have to re-sign him again anyway. So they're gonna have to give him a big contract. You know, by the end of the year.
Well, this is his contract year, so
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. So so you're spending 2 firsts to buy
first
the
and a
player
second.
anyway. Yeah, and wow, yeah.
So
It is- it's a lot.
It is a lot. I think it just shows how desperate they are to keep Deshaun Watson alive.
Yeah. Well, they
Well,
need to.
and they need to. They also have. I mean, getting like Kenny Stills wasn't that great in my opinion, but he's not bad either, and he opens up the offense more because now they have more than just
DeAndre Hopkins.
Hopkins. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's a deep threat. He likes to run the out routes and stuff, and
That's
that
true.
should be good for Watson. But I don't know, 2 first round. Like it's obviously like Rob was just got done saying. Most of that bill I feel like came from getting Tunsil
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
from the package deal. Yeah.
It's getting
Yeah.
Tunsil. Well, I
So-
mean, looking at Kenny Stills right now too, his stats are pretty good for being thrown to by Ryan Tannehill. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he's not bad. He's
so
I,
like,
it's hard to. Yeah.
He'll probably be better with Deshaun Watson because Watson's just a better quarterback.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
needed another deep threat other than DeAndre Hopkins, basically.
Yeah.
And I guess still provides that for them, which they're more than happy to pay for. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not a Texans fan, so I don't really care.
Yeah. I've noticed. So let's see. I mean, aside from that, just like some standard cuts. There's actually a lot of like undrafted dudes that made the teams. Like the Packers had, I think, like 3 undrafted guys make the team, which was pretty neat.
That is pretty cool.
Because it's always cool when there's walk-on guys from like undrafted make the team and like work like go crazy, like Lindsey last year, like getting crazy. So you never know, and you're gonna find those diamonds in the rough.
We had our like off-season hero was this guy named Greg Dortch, because he's local,
Yeah.
and he didn't make the team, unfortunately, but he did just make the practice squad. So
That's good.
yeah, so like the whole subreddit is celebrating because because he's a big fan favorite, Greg Dortch.
That's good. I
gotta
feel like
say,
Invicta, do you have any fan favorites down in Tampa Bay?
I do not. No, absolutely not, Coach.
All right. Wow, I just realized Terrell Pryor was with the Jaguars, and he got released on an injury settlement. I didn't even know he was still playing.
Yeah.
Terrell Pryor, man. Wow.
He was playing for us for a year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean, dude, honestly, Terrell Pryor is a great example of what Tim Tebow's career could have been. Because, like, that dude came into the league, didn't really cut it as a quarterback, and then switched positions, and he's been in the league for what, like almost like 10 years now, right? Like,
yeah,
that's sort of like it does remind me of Tim Tebow, who's just like, I won't play another position, I only play quarterback, and then now he's in double A baseball, and Terrell Pryor is still in the NFL.
Yeah.
So
that's very true.
I will say that it does hurt me in a special place, multiple special places, to see Vincent Testaverde show up on the stat line.
You did hear. I saw that tweet that was like, the Buccaneers are re-signing quarterback Vincent Testaverde.
Hey,
what year is this?
At least you got the classier Vincent.
Yeah.
Maybe he might do something, and I'd still probably take him over Chris Sims.
Yeah.
Dude, it would be hilarious if Vinny Testaverde Jr. is your new starter. Like, that would just be incredible.
I would rather have him than Winston. I'm just being completely honest.
I mean, I'll take anybody over Winston. I
don't think Jameis played. He didn't play at all against the Cowboys in the last preseason game. But
yeah, I don't think many people played their starters.
No. I can't wait. I want to get to the season because, first off, of course, football is back, and secondly, I want the first game for Tampa to go out there and I just want Jameis Winston to get crushed. Like, all right, he's done. He's done. Like, give him one game, let him throw 3 interceptions and maybe a touchdown, and then let's move on with the Ryan Griffin era.
Yeah,
dude. Speaking of like cuts in general, I saw this stat which was hilarious. 8 of the 12 Dolphins featured on the 2019 Miami Dolphins calendar are no longer with the team.
Oh my god.
Of the 12. Yeah, like we should at least take a moment to talk about what the fuck is happening in Miami right now.
They are full tank for Tua. And
gotta be right.
Yep. Full on. Like,
this is I feel so fucking bad for Josh Rosen.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So bad for that poor fucking dude, man.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we're gonna trade your offensive line, and he's like, oh.
I mean, that's the thing that I actually don't understand about the Laramie Tunsil trade, because like that's the main thing is like I don't really get the Dolphins side of it, because sure, okay, you want to tank maybe and accrue picks and stuff.
Yeah.
But why are you trading a franchise left tackle who's 25? Like, even if you're tanking, you're going to get your QB, what, this year? Wouldn't you want him to have a franchise left tackle? You know what I mean?
Why did they even trade for Josh Rosen then?
That's another head scratcher, isn't it?
Yeah,
because they're obviously not tanking.
Yeah, I don't know what the Dolphins are doing, to be completely honest. But it has to be tanking. But at the same time, why did they? I don't know.
Coach, we like to call this a clearance sale.
Yeah, that's
everything.
But they traded for Josh Rosen. I don't understand.
There's a lot of Madden trades that have been happening in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like the past couple of years.
You know, it's weird when the actual NFL is becoming like Madden, and you're like, why did they do that? And you're like, well, I guess Madden's kind of correct now.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
Yeah, they rounded their way into actual functioning game by accident.
Yeah.
Let's another big story. The Bears kicker is now Eddie Pinheiro. Will he get a double doink? Will he be their kicker for very long? I'm gonna go with no. And I hope he blows field goals on Thursday. That's what I'm hoping for, because I will laugh. And
well, he's gonna blow something, Coach.
He sure is.
I can't believe that Rob hasn't said anything about his new offensive assistant. yet.
Yeah, Hines
One
Ward.
Mr. Hines Ward.
Hines Ward has joined the Jets as an offensive assistant. Apparently, that is the connection with our new GM, Joe Douglas, because Douglas wanted to bring Ward in to Philadelphia originally. And so now he's joined us and the Jets as an offensive assistant, which is going to be, I mean, great for our wide receivers, like because they are still very young and inexperienced.
And they have Sam the Man Darnold.
Damn fucking straight, dude.
Like claiming that the Jets offense will be, quote, electric, Rob.
Is that what Hines Ward said?
No, that's what Darnold said.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what?
He said the offense in 2019 will be, quote, electric is the word he used.
I don't think he's wrong, honestly. Like,
of course you don't, Rob.
Look, I mean, I'm obviously biased here, but like, legitimately, Sam Darnold looks like very good. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. The thing that's going to hold us back really on the offense is either going to be the offensive line or the receiving core.
Yeah.
I legitimately do believe in Sam Darnold right now.
And Le'Veon Bell.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. It's like Darnold in second year, who is, like, as far as I can tell, has clearly improved with Le'Veon Bell now, dude. Like, it's going to be incredible. I very much hope so.
I think the biggest surprise to me was how close Darnold's helmet size is to Eli Manning's massive, gigantic helmet that he used to wear.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Darnold's slowly turning into Eli as far as the size of his forehead is concerned.
Antonio Brown would be furious.
Yes. Yes, AB would be very mad. Also, Coach, the biggest acquisition of the offseason here, just announced multi-year partnership, NFL and TikTok. Huge news, Coach. Huge news.
Okay.
TikTok, of course, the fastest growing platform on the internets and interwebs and the series of tubes, Coach.
Are they doing that in lieu of a deal with Twitch?
It's already done, Rob. It's they've got a hashtag we ready.
I imagine that's just like an addition. I think because nobody's gonna watch. Like, the whole point of TikTok is, like, they make little clips. So I think they're just doing it to,
they're combining the passion surrounding NFL football with the fastest-growing digital platform, Coach.
Well, yes, they're making little TikTok clips and then, just trying to market to kids. Okay. That's all they're doing.
All right.
I think, it's an addition to Twitch.
It's
no
ripe.
TikTok people are going to watch on TikTok full NFL games.
Don't worry, it's rife for mumble rap and the new SoundCloud rappers to come up and make their cringy clips, post them on YouTube, Coach. Hashtag we ready.
Yep. So that's a thing. Deshaun Kaiser got cut by the Packers and picked up by the Raiders after Nathan Peterman got put on the IR, sadly.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Oh, man.
We haven't gotten to that episode of Hard Knocks yet.
Yeah, that's coming up tonight, I think, or tomorrow, one of those. But, man, Kaiser, I was hyped when we got Kaiser. I was like, dude, he's got potential. He's got all this. And then he was okay. And I had high hopes for the preseason. And then, honestly, Tim Boyle, our, like, random other quarterback, outplayed him by like a pretty good margin, and I was like, he's gonna get cut, and he got cut. Yeah. So maybe he'll pick it up in the Gruden grinder system, but he might get grinded into nothing.
He's probably getting ground up.
Yeah, he's probably getting ground up, but I wish the best for him. And then the Jets, big Jets news, have claimed Kari Vedvik from waivers in Minnesota, where he was with the Ravens. They traded, I think, a pick to the Ravens to get this guy, and he was like one of the most promising kicker punters, and he went 0 for 3 in field goals, and they waived him. So, maybe,
sounds about right.
Maybe he'll pick it up right there. The Jets.
Again, I don't know why we cut our Pro Bowl kicker.
Yeah.
Still not certain as to why that happened. but that happened, so that's a thing.
It sure did. Geno Smith released by the Seahawks. Little old Jets news there.
Good old.
They do also hope to re-sign him after releasing him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's a flat earther, by the way.
Of course. Yeah. Dez Bryant plans to be back mid-October. Watch out.
Yep. Uh-oh. Be a quality draft pick for somebody.
Yep. Well, he's with the Saints.
Yeah.
He's with the Saints still. And the only other big news thing I see here, Vince Beagle acquired from the Saints in exchange for Kiko Alonso with the Dolphins.
Kiko.
Yeah. Fuck Kiko Alonso. He's dirty as shit.
He sure is. And Vince Beagle, a failed Packer draft pick. So I think that's it for our news. So let's move on to probably our full-on season predictions. I think it's a good time for that.
We've got 3 totally different scoreboard cards, Coach.
We sure
and I want to preface this by saying that no, your eyes are not deceiving you. Rob did indeed predict not 1 but 2 tied games.
Correct. Yes, I did. Yeah.
So I think we should start with Rob's.
Yes. Sure. How do you want me to do this? Should I go down team by team?
Why don't you want to go with division winners or
division? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Go division.
So I have the Browns actually winning the AFC North at 14-2. I don't think that's actually realistic, but I do think that they could win the division. I also have the Steelers barely not making the playoffs at 10-6 in the AFC North, and the Ravens at 9-7. In the South, the Texans win it 13-3. Everyone else gets shit on basically. Patriots still win the East, but the Jets make it into the wild card at 11-5. It can happen.
Of course they can.
In the West, the Chargers go 13-3, and the Chiefs 12-4. They both make the playoffs. NFC North, Bears and Packers both make the playoffs. Bears at 13-3, and Packers at 11-5. Saints in the South make the playoffs at 14-2, while the Falcons barely miss the playoffs at 10-6. The East is won by the Eagles yet again at 13-2-1. And down in the West, the Saints the Seahawks and the Rams, both at 13 wins.
And what is that win-loss for the Seahawks there?
Just that is 13-2-1.
Okay.
By the way,
when I said divisions, I meant like we go like one division at a time, reading our picks. Not like all of them at once. But
I thought you said go by
now.
division. Well, yeah, I mean that's already. It's
too late. We're doing it this way.
The cat's out of the bag.
Yep. So we'll do that, and then now we can judge Rob. So I think your Texans 13-3 is a little insane. I don't think they're doing it.
I think the Texans are definitely poised this year.
You think they'll go undefeated in the division?
I mean, probably not, even though my scorecard says that. But with that said, I think the Texans are probably going to win that division pretty handily, in my opinion.
All right. Well, actually, no. Let's do the rest of ours, then we can criticize. So, Sinvicta, you go.
All right, Coach. Well, AFC North is going to be tied between the Browns and the Steelers, both going 11-5. Browns definitely have the easiest record, I think, in the NFL. We'll talk about that in a little bit. For the South, it was a complete crapshoot. I have the Texans winning, but definitely not 13-3. They'll skate by at 7-9, tying with the Jags, also going 7-9. Patriots taking the East 11-5. The Jets finishing at 7-9 in second place, but also going 4-2 in division. So well done, Rob.
Oh, thank you. I also just want to mention, by the way, remember Sinvicta's rating for my Jets when he brings up his Bucks. Sorry, go
on. In the East, they got the Patriots. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. West, we got Chiefs going 12-4. Chargers making it in the 5 spot at 11-5, and going to the NFC, Packers taking the NFC North just because it just made sense. 11-5, and the Vikings finishing 8-8. NFC South, the Saints taking in 11-5. The Falcons going 10-6, and just because my team is in there, the Bucks squeaking out a 9-7 season. Honestly, I'd be fine with that. NFC East, Eagles and Cowboys taking it 11-4, 11-5, with Eagles finishing number 1, Cowboys number 2. And then in the West, Seahawks and Rams both going 13 wins. And for some reason, I'm missing one game from the Seahawks, but
Oh yeah,
I had the Rams taking the division.
I see. Oh yeah, I see that. I see.
There's a couple of games that didn't save apparently, but yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. So over on my sheet, I've got the Browns 12-4 winning that. Then I got Steelers Ravens tied at 10-6. Bengals 5-11. Colts 9-7 taking that division, which is a mediocre division. Texans 7-9, Jags 7-9, Titans 4-12. East, I got the Pats at 11-5 winning, Jets 8-8, Bills 7-8. I don't know, probably 8-8 or 7-9.
Yeah, see, it doesn't save them. Yeah.
The Dolphins 3-13, although at this point maybe 1-15, 0-16. I might go back and change that. Chiefs 13-3, Chargers 10-6, Broncos 6-10, Raiders 5-11. Over in the NFC, Packers 13-3, but very easily could be 16-0. Vikings 9-7, Bears 7-9, Lions 6-10. Saints, I got 15-1. Falcons 10-6, Bucks 7-9, Panthers 6-10. Eagles 11-5, Giants 6-9, Cowboys 5-11. Depending on Ezekiel Elliott, if he comes back, they might bump up to 8 or 9 wins. Redskins 2-14, Rams 11-5, Seahawks 10-6, 49ers 9-7. I think they might come back, and the Cardinals 1-15.
Speaking of Ezekiel Elliott, by the way, I did read on the NFL subreddit that there's a rumor that the deal is done with Zeke, and it's like 6 years, 90 mil or something.
Mamma mia.
Yeah,
right,
so
well,
he
yeah, that
could
would
be
change a
back,
lot.
and we might all need to change it because I would have the Cowboys winning a lot more games if Zeke's back on the field.
Nope,
Yeah.
you can't change it. The ink is already dry, right?
Now, at the same time, the Cowboys they kind of do the Mike McCarthy method where they don't like to use their players that are performing well.
That's true. Yeah.
So it might not even matter. So looking at all our things, what stands out to you from all our sheets the most?
Rob saying the Bucks are going to finish 2-13-1. Look, you can't try to come after me and be like, just remember what Victor says about my team, and then not mention the fact that you have the Bucks going 2-13-1.
Hey, you got a tie. That's like 2.5 whole wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I have a bone to pick with both of yours. Actually,
Okay.
Both of you have the Bears going 7-9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, mine's a little biased. I think they can probably get up to 9-10 wins pending. They have a really tough stretch.
Yeah, they have a really
They do.
bad schedule.
Yeah, the Bears, it's not even a bad, a lot of the NFC North teams play the same teams, but the Bears in particular have whereas they play this is consecutively Saints, Chargers, Eagles, Lions, Rams, Giants. Those aren't easy games, especially because the Lions are a divisional team and the Giants beat them last year.
Yeah.
So just those games in a row alone are kind of tricky. And then they open the season Packers, Broncos, and the Broncos have their old defensive coordinator. So he knows something about, playing the Bears. So
Yep.
they have a really tough schedule. And then they have the Chiefs way at the end of the season. At the end of they play Packers, Chiefs, Vikings to end the season. The Bears, I think that's why. It's I ended up just looking through they won't beat that. They won't beat that. So now I'm like, oh, okay.
I feel confident in my 7-9. I would say that maybe they go 8-8, but I don't think that they're. It's just that it's not a vote of confidence, not in the Bears, but in the strength of the schedule. Because compared to a lot of the other teams in the NFC North, the Bears just have it rough.
They have HaHa Clinton Dix now, man. I don't trust him, dude. There's a reason Washington got rid of him. There's a reason we got rid of him. There's a reason we lost the NFC Championship game against Seattle because he didn't want to cover a 2-point conversion. I'll gladly take Adrian Amos, he plays too safe. I'm like, thank Jesus. We need that. Oh my God, we need that. Somebody can just tackle. We've needed that for 12 years. So yeah, I'm very happy.
I find it interesting. We all agree that here are the picks that we all universally agree upon. The Browns probably taking the division in the AFC, and that's not only because we're bandwagon Browns fans ever since last year, but also they have the flat out easiest schedule of any NFL team. So if they, I will say this, my bold prediction: if the Browns get anything less than 10 wins, that I'm going to be very surprised.
Yeah, and I don't know if they'll go 14-2 like Rob thinks, but
I don't think they're going to go 14-2
I think 12-4
either.
could be possible.
I'd say 11-5 is more realistic, but
yeah,
I think so too. I think, and the other thing though that we should keep in mind is that the strength of schedule based on like last year's strength of schedule is almost always like entirely wrong. So it's hard to judge who has an easier or harder schedule right now.
Yeah.
Well, but we can make the prediction on just paper, obviously.
We
don't know how tough it is going to be, but from on paper, the Browns by far have the easiest schedule for this upcoming season. So we all three of us agree on the Browns taking it. Oh, I accidentally closed Coach's predictions here.
Well, I think the AFC North in general we all have being very good, like Steelers, Browns, Ravens, all being close to 10 wins. Like it's going to be a close division.
Yeah, the Ravens, I put them at 9 wins as well. Yeah, I think that whole division is going to be very volatile this year. I don't know who's going to win. I hope it's the Browns, but I don't. I won't confidently say that the Browns will 100% win the division. I think the Browns are going to make the playoffs. I just don't. I'm not entirely certain they're going to do it by winning the division.
You can't completely count out the Steelers or Ravens at any point.
Exactly. That's
I mean, the Bengals just don't even exist. Just forget about them. It's a 3-team division at this point. But I mean, the fact that we're unironically even talking about the Browns being locks for the playoffs, one and a half seasons removed after that would have sounded like absolute insanity, is awesome. So go Browns.
Yeah, go Browns.
Most of us picked the Texans taking the AFC South, except for Coach.
Yeah,
who has the Colts going.
I got a bit of a bone to pick with both of you. Yeah, I think you guys are both sleeping on the Texans. They've gone to the playoffs like 3 straight years. Like, and I think their record. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. They're
most the Texans winning the division.
No, I know, but I mean, like, but I heard some peeps about the Texans being not that good. And I remember hearing those peeps last year.
Let's see.
Yeah, they went 11-5 last year. They went 4-12 the year before that.
Here's my problem with the Texans. When I look last year, they lost to the Titans, they lost to the Patriots, they lost to the Giants, they beat the Colts barely. They lost to they beat the Cowboys. Okay, they beat the Bills. Okay, they beat the Jaguars, the Dolphins. They beat the Broncos. Okay, they beat the Redskins. Wow.
The Redskins were pretty good last year, though, defensively.
They're okay.
Remember,
it's not like you're beating a playoff team still.
We should remember they were leading the division for like a good part of the year until Alex Smith exploded. So,
Yeah. They beat the Browns. Okay, they're not too bad. Late season Browns. They lost to the Colts. They beat the Jets. They lost to the Eagles. They beat the Jaguars again, and then they lost to the Colts in the playoffs 21-7. Like, it's it's a pretty easy schedule, honestly.
I mean, but they went 11-5, and in the last 4 years, they've gone to the playoffs 3 years out of those 4. And the past 2, they've had Deshaun Watson too.
Like, if the Packers swap divisions and spots with the Texans, I think they would have went 11-5 last year too, even with our shitty team. Like, I just don't think they're great. I feel like they can make the playoffs, but I don't think they will make the playoffs. That's why I have them at 7-9.
They're better now with Kenny Stills for sure. And we should also mention that all of these were made before any of the news that we talked about today. So
yeah.
Except for maybe Rob, who might have done his today.
I did mine today. Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure you weren't reading the news though.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the other stuff, right? Is like they've upgraded their offense too. Like they got Kenny Stills. They have Laramie Tunsil to defend Deshaun Watson. I think My prediction is if they go if Deshaun Watson is upright all year, I would expect them to go 13-3. Really.
I don't know about 13-3. I think that if he stays healthy, feasibly, I think 11-5 is realistic for the Texans, but I still don't see them doing that. The Texans have a pretty rough schedule this year as well.
Yeah. I think the Jaguars have a little bit of a rebound year after last year, which was whew. And then I think the Colts, I don't think the Colts are as bad as you guys are putting them at like 4-12, 3-13. I think they have a good defense, offensive line, like I've been saying. They have T.Y. Hilton. Like, Brissett's not bad. Like, he's still a good starter. I think they can still pull off a lot of games.
So the Colts have a rough schedule, but they're also Andrew Luckless now, and that's the thing for me is that they're installing. At least the backup, I guess now starter has like experience in the Colts system and everything, but I still think that losing Luck is going to be too much of a blow to the confidence of most of the Colts offense, and they don't really have a great defense.
And my thinking with the Colts is this mainly, that like I do think that they're a strong team, but they didn't do that much this offseason. And they were expecting to have Andrew Luck. And I do believe in Jacoby Brissett, but I think that team was taken to the playoffs through Andrew Luck, not necessarily because it was that overwhelmingly strong of a team. I think they were a very good team that Andrew Luck elevated to a playoff team. I don't know if the Brisket is ready to elevate that same team because they didn't do that much in the offseason. I don't know if he's going to be able to elevate that same team. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know how much they practice with Brisket either.
Well, he's had 3 years in that system now, so.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I still think straight up just out of nowhere losing your starting quarterback, like that does something to a locker room, and that's the main reason. Yeah, motivation behind my prediction of them being just awful this year. I think that it's going to be a toss up between the Jags and the Texans. Maybe not both of them going 7-9 like I have them, but again, this is before we had the Tunsil and Stills trade. So,
and it's also important to note that the Titans have made the playoffs the past 2 years in a row, as well. So I mean, I think everybody sleeps on the Titans, and mostly rightfully so. But I fully expect that there's a chance that they could potentially be surprising this year.
It's honestly, I think that division's the most toss-up division. Like anything could kind of happen. One of the Colts, the Texans, Jaguars, Titans, all of them have the potential to be like 13 wins or 3 wins.
Yeah,
like it's.
I still wonky. Think that the Texans are definitely the strongest in that division. But also, the other thing too that we haven't mentioned yet necessarily is the Jaguars are now being led by Big Dick Nick.
Yeah, a real quarterback.
No longer Bortles.
Yeah,
it's it's interesting to point out that it's a bad season it's a bad schedule for the AFC South because they're forced to play the NFC South. Now, everything except against the Bucks is going to be very difficult for them to go up against. They got to play the Saints, Falcons, and the Panthers. All 3 of those teams are pretty much projected to win the South by some margin, depending on who you're asking. So that's the real problem that I have with the AFC South is that they're going to be going up against 3 very motivated teams from the NFC South. Again, I'm not including the Bucks in that because it's just
yeah. But I mean, you're going to go 2-13-1, so I mean,
I'm not going to just say. I want to make sure everyone. If Rob's going to say, "Remember was Invictus," make sure we remember that Rob predicted here on what's today at the time of recording, 3rd of September 2019, the Buccaneers going 2-13-1. Just want to make sure that. And finishing 0-6 in Division 2.
Yes.
Dude, it would be hilarious if that was your actual stat line for the end of the year, though.
That would be amazing, actually.
I want to see it happen. Trust me, because that way we can get rid of Winston.
You get the first overall pick, yeah. You get Tua.
So,
I'd be happy with that.
AFC East, we have everybody has the Patriots in first, Jets second, Bills third, Dolphins fourth.
Rob has them going 0-16.
Honestly, it's quite possible.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
It is possible, but I would be surprised for them to go.
I think you guys are underselling the Bills a bit, though. I think they can get 7 wins, 7-8 wins.
I think they probably can too, but I don't know if this is the year that they can. Maybe though.
Yeah, it's
Josh Allen did hurdle a man, coach.
He did.
but
hurdle
he
that.
did hurdle a man. I do think I don't think it'll be Patriots Jets though up at the top 2 spots, and I think the Jets will go 8-8. I think that's a good record.
I think the Jets are going to be better than that. I will say. I mean, I'm biased. By the way, I had the Jets losing to the Browns in my
Damn
in my
right.
game. Yeah.
I think we all did.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I mean, you gotta at least agree with our picks there. We all three universally think it's gonna be Patriots Jets.
Yeah.
I mean that's huge for you, Rob.
Yeah. Oh, I have the So I mean, like, I'm looking over my Jets predictions and seeing like what's what's me being unrealistic.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, like, I could take away 2 wins and I would think the rest of the schedule would be fine with us going 9-7.
Yeah, I could see that too.
11-5.
Oh, you just have to wait a couple more seasons, and then the bad man can't hurt you anymore.
Possibly.
The only big one that I have the Jets beating that they probably won't beat is I have them having 1 win against the Patriots. That's it. The rest here I don't think are terribly unrealistic. Like, it's beating the Bills, beating the Cowboys, which if Zeke's back, then that's probably a loss. So like Bills, Cowboys, Jags, Dolphins, Redskins, Raiders, Bengals.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. I think the Jets are going to be good. Whether or not they're going to make the playoffs this year, the Jets' fate is going to be intertwined with ultimately how the AFC North and the AFC South go.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that wild card spot is just going to be brutal.
Or West has the Chiefs and the Chargers as we're about to.
Right.
And I was going to say it's interesting that all three of us also had the Chiefs winning the division. Well, no, because Rob has the Chargers going 3-13.
Technically, yeah.
Krendor and I both think that they're going to go 12-4, but you talk about some easy schedules there too. Like the Chargers and the Chiefs both have. They're both good teams.
Yeah.
But just in terms of the Jets' playoff hopes at the start of the season here, just looking at it on paper, it's like, man, I'm glad I'm not in the AFC because there are so many good teams.
No, I honestly I agree. Like I think that the Jets getting into the playoffs, because I still don't think, like, I am biased towards the Jets, and I do think that they're going to be good this year, but I still don't think they're going to win the division. I don't think they're going to beat the Patriots in the division, and the AFC is very up for grabs on those 2 wild card spots, like very up for grabs. So it's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough to get that playoff spot.
Well, I'm rooting for you, Rob.
Thank you.
So yeah, AFC West Chiefs. I have the Chiefs 13-3, Sinvicta 12-4, and Rob 12-4, and then Chargers. I have them 10-6, and then you guys have them 11-5, 13-3. But one thing surprised me is the Raiders. Sinvicta has them at 10-6. Now, I think they're not gonna be good still. I got 5-11. How did you get the 10-6?
Well, the thing about the Raiders is that I think that they are better than the Broncos for sure, and they play them twice. I can't go back to the Permalink because it just wasn't saving for me, so I don't know exactly who I had them beating. But the Raiders have a fairly tame schedule, comparatively speaking to the Chiefs and Chargers. But the thing is, like, the Chiefs and the Chargers are so good. I think that I think they're also going to beat up some of the Raiders' opponents.
Yeah.
And I do think that the dual attack of Keelan Dawes and who's that? I think that's his name, the rookie walk-on.
Yeah.
He's a breakout star for the preseason. I think that he's going to take a lot of pressure off of an already really scary attack now that AB is back. And I think the Raiders are going to surprise a lot of people. So I'm confident with the 10-6 prediction.
I actually think Sinvicta's right too, honestly. Like, I think the Raiders are going to be surprising this year as well, because I mean, beyond what he was just saying, like, they have They have AB now, right? So I mean, that's going to make the offense open up in a big way because they're going to be doubling AB every play. And beyond that, they had a fuck ton of picks last year.
Yeah,
in that
that's
draft.
true.
Like they're basically like this year's Browns as in terms of like how many picks they got.
Yeah,
You know?
I've
So,
seen what Gruden can do in seasons that he's prepared for like taking one season off to get all of his ducks in line and get the picks and stuff, functioning under Gruden ball. And he's surprisingly effective at doing that. I saw that, a couple times in Tampa before he left. So I'm okay with a 10-6. They may go 9-7, but comparatively speaking to Rob and Coach, who have them going 4-12 and 5-11, I feel stronger about my pick being more correct than those predictions.
Yeah,
I think
feel
you're
like
probably
they can
right,
go
honestly.
7. I think they get 7-8 wins. That wouldn't surprise me.
We'll see. It's going to be interesting to watch how the AFC West plays out. But that going back all the way up to the AFC North, that division is just an absolute cluster. I mean, it's going to be a war.
Well,
honestly, like now that we've broken down the divisions here, the entire fucking AFC is up for grabs. I feel.
I'm glad we're not in the AFC. I do not want to be playing any of the teams in the AFC.
Browns,
is-
Steelers, Ravens, I think all have a chance of that division. Texans, Titans, Jags, I think all have a chance. Patriots, Jets, and Bills. Okay, granted, probably just the Patriots have a chance at winning the division, but I think the Jets and Bills are potentially getting to the playoffs this year. And the West, I think you're right. I think the Raiders could turn it around this year, and then you have a 3-team division there too. So
that is true. But going over the NFC now, honestly, the NFC isn't too bad either. I feel like they've improved a lot in the years, because they used to be like, but taking a look, first off, NFC, Bears and the Packers and the Vikings and the Lions, we all got me and Savicta got Packers winning. Rob has the Bears winning, but the Packers still 11-5 getting in. Which honestly, like Packers, Vikings, Bears, it's almost equivalent to the AFC North. Like I could see any of those teams winning, but I'm biased.
I think that's 3-team as well.
Yeah, like I have the Vikings at 9-7.
I'm not convinced the Bears offense could take them to 13-3. I think they'll obviously their defense is a lock as long as Max stays healthy, which I mean the man never stops.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the Bears offense is that good. Considering that if they're gonna go into a shootout against like a healthy Aaron Rodgers Green Bay Packers team, or like going up against the Saints or anything like that, or even the Cowboys, like in a shootout, I don't have confidence in the Bears offense to be able to keep up with that. That's the reason why, with the strength of the schedule on paper anyway, at the before week 1, that I'm not convinced the Bears are going to be that much of a contender in the NFC North. That's also a pretty tough division. It all kind of hinges. Essentially, what the NFC North comes down to is how well the Vikings turn out.
Yeah, and let's not forget that like a year ago, the Vikings were favorite to get to the Super Bowl.
That's
and now they've got Delvin Cook back, I think is his name. And he's a really good running back.
And a new offensive coordinator too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, right? Is that last year there were a couple of problems with their offense that they didn't have that previous year when they made it to the playoffs. Which is mainly that they didn't have any running game at all last year. So if they have a running game this year, it's still pretty much that playoff team from 2 years ago.
Yeah. That's why I'm honestly more afraid of the Vikings than I am the Bears. I think the Vikings are going to be a tough team to deal with.
I think it's as far as the Lions go, the thing about the Lions is that it's like
they're the Lions.
But like with Stafford, Stafford always shows up in the first quarter of like the season. Like he'll come out firing the Vikings, or he'll beat like the Bears or the Vikings or the Packers one week. And like, the Lions are finally returning to form. Someone wake up Barry Sanders, and all of a sudden like they fall apart after like week 7.
Yeah, the Lions, they're just kind of the wild card team of like the entire NFC. Like they'll beat a good team like the Rams, and then they'll lose to like the Redskins, and they're like, "What are you doing, guys?"
If you want to talk about squandering a franchise quarterback, look at fucking Matt Stafford, man.
Yeah.
It's a rough
The
one.
fact that
so.
Stafford even has he still's got really good stats for given the weapons that he's not had.
Incredible. Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine if he was on the Raiders.
Yeah,
Dude.
Instead
or
of Carr.
anybody.
If he was
Yeah,
on
right.
any other team, I feel like.
Imagine if the
Yeah.
Bucks had Stafford, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
that'd
that'd
have
be
been
amazing.
so great.
He'd be bombing in every play.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
Also, I believe there's another fact, which is there are 3 coaches named Matt in the NFC North. Just a little fun fact there.
That's a great point. Yeah.
And a Mike. I think Vikings have Mike Zimmer, so that's 3 Matts and a Mike. Could be a CBS sitcom.
Classic.
So then we go to the NFC South. Everybody has the Saints winning. Can't bet against Drew Brees being Drew Brees on his vengeance retirement tour, almost probably. Then there's the Falcons, who I have 10-6. We all have 10-6 actually.
Yeah, we all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then you guys have you have the Panthers 8-8. Rob does. Us Invicta Bucks 9-7. I have them at 7-9, which I think is their most realistic one personally.
Yeah, the Bucks suck, but they're not 2-13 and 1 suck.
I don't think they're 2-13 and 1 either.
Yeah.
Realistically, I think the Bucks are probably around 5 or 6 wins this year. Would be my guess.
Yeah,
They have a pretty easy schedule. I think they're gonna it'll be a disappointment if they finish anything less than 8-8. But I want them to bomb A for Tua and B because Jameis Winston needs to get out of this entire. Just get him out of the country.
Vincent Testaverde.
I would take him over Winston.
We should mention the Falcons were in the Super Bowl 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah, I think it's 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years ago. I mean, they're
they
still
still got-
they're still a very strong team. And
Last
they're
year they
still
also
very scary.
had a lot of injuries on defense, I believe. Their entire defense got injured. So if they come back with a healthy defense and they still got Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Devontae Freeman was injured a lot of last year. So you get all those guys back. They're still a very good team.
The Falcons are the Vikings of the NFC South.
Mhm.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're always someone that you're like, well, Matt Ryan, they got a pat. They're like mini Drew Brees kind of thing, but but the thing is, they also have not had great defenses for forever.
Yeah.
And they have an easier schedule this season as well, I think, but they're not going. I don't think that they're going to be anywhere close to beating the Saints. I mean, they'll beat up the rest of the division. The Panthers are really going to be the wild card for the NFC South. Not
it all
not in
depends
the
on
playoff
Cam
spot.
Newton.
Yeah, but Cam is always a one on, one off, and I mean he's got this is
the year, right? This is the playoff year. For
this is the year that they're supposed to be making big moves. So you just never know with them. But I think we can all agree that Jameis Winston's a piece of trash and needs to be out of the league.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's good to go after his foot injury. But the thing is, with the Cam Newton foot injury, it reminds me almost sometimes of the Aaron Rodgers thing. They're like, yeah, he's fine, and then the next year he's like, oh yeah, I played with a broken thing the whole year, and you're like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
right, yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm kind of skeptical with him. But if he's actually healthy, then yeah, they're gonna be another contender.
Yeah.
NFC East, which is always
It's just it's a shit show every
it's a
time.
shit show. Yeah. It's we all got the Eagles winning. I still think, Carson Wentz, everybody forgets about him, but he's still a good quarterback.
Still very good. Wait,
Yeah.
who won the division last year? Was it the Eagles?
Yes.
Oh fuck! Then the Eagles aren't going to win the division this year.
That's true.
Yeah, I forgot.
So, Ezekiel Elliott come back. Could be the Cowboys.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't
could
be
see
surprised.
Cowboys winning.
And then the Giants, I believe we all have pretty much the same 5, 6, 7 in the win categories.
Yeah.
And I have the Redskins 2-14. I don't trust them.
I don't either. I don't like them. Also, in general,
Yeah.
I'm biased against them. So
Yeah.
This just in: Rob, Alpaca Patrol hates Redskins.
Rob hates Native Americans. You heard it here.
We need to get some sort of drama cooked up around here so we can start getting that sweet YouTube dollars.
exactly,
Yeah.
dude.
Definitely.
I do mean dollar.
Yeah, $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. We can split it 3 ways.
Sweet.
Exactly.
So then the NFC West, I think, is kind of interesting. Well, I think it's interesting. Both you guys have 13 win teams in the NFC West.
Yeah.
I think the Rams will take it. I think the Seahawks are close behind. I think the 49ers are better than you're giving them credit for.
I think so too.
I don't.
Well, they've improved their defense. Like, they've had a pretty decent defense. They've gotten good draft picks on defense. They just got Bosa, right?
Yeah.
And now Jimmy Garoppolo's coming back. So, like, you've got him, and he's shown he can be a starter, like a very good starter.
Well, see, that's the thing about Jimmy G, right? Is that he's coming back, and that is potentially great, but I'm not certain that he has shown that he can be a starter yet. Because remember, what we have had of Jimmy G so far has been the games where he was a Patriot, and everyone pretty much agreed like, well, that's probably not enough to tell. And then he had 2 games last year or something as a Niner before he went down with injury.
3 games.
Yeah, and his stats were not particularly good in those 3 games.
He had 718 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Yeah.
So
it's not like blow your socks off numbers or anything. So
he was also sacked 13 times.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
in 3 games.
Yeah, that's a lot of sacks in 3 games.
I'm going to put you on the spot here with the 49ers because I want you to give your honest opinion on going through the schedules really quickly.
Okay.
Just one by one, say win or loss, in favor or not in favor of the 49ers. Okay. From week 1 to week 17. They've got week 1 Bucks. Probably going to be a win, right?
I think they can beat the
Could
Bucks,
be win, could be loss. You're not sure.
Yeah.
It's at Tampa.
Toss up.
Yeah.
So say it's a toss up.
Yeah.
Bengals.
They can beat the Bengals.
I think they beat the Bengals, yeah.
Okay. Steelers.
Loss.
That's a loss, yeah.
Browns.
Loss.
Probably loss, yeah.
Okay. Rams.
I'd say the thing is they're divisional opponents, and you never know at divisional games. So I think they can split with the Rams.
Well, their first game of the split's on the road at.
Okay, I'll say it's a loss on the road.
Yeah.
Okay, at Redskins.
Win.
Probably a win. Hosting the Panthers at home. Toss up.
I would win that.
I think it's a toss up. I have them winning.
Yeah, it's a toss up.
Okay, then they're at the Cardinals.
Win.
Okay, and then they've got a 3-game homestead against Seahawks.
I'll say loss.
Cardinals again.
Win.
Then the Packers.
Loss clearly.
Okay, and then on the back half of the season, they've got the finishing off the season. They're at Baltimore.
Loss.
At the Saints.
Loss.
They're hosting the Falcons.
That's
week
like
15.
an upset game. I'd take them at home.
They're playing the Rams at home.
You know what? That's the split. They'll win that one at home.
And then they finish the season at Seattle.
That's a loss.
Yeah, so you can see where the 4-12 is coming from.
Yeah.
And
all right.
That was my point, is that every single one of those picks, there's only a couple surefire wins. We know that they're probably going to be walking all over Arizona. Okay,
Yeah.
the Bengal game is a toss up. With the NFC South opponents, you just don't know, because you just don't know what kind of condition they're going to be in that late in the season. But for what we've got to go with right now, there's a lot more losses than wins there, Coach. I'm just saying.
But I still think they can be competitive enough to get between 7 and 9 wins.
I can see that happening as the season plays out as well. But
I'd be shocked if they get 7 wins.
It depends. To me, honestly, it depends entirely on whether or not Jimmy G's the guy. Because we saw last year that their team itself, can be pretty good. Like they don't have a particularly awful defense. I don't think. I think they're middle of the pack. And then on offense, you had no names putting up ludicrous numbers.
Yeah.
So if Jimmy G is the guy, then they're going to get a lot more wins than I'm giving them credit for. But I still think that the jury's out on him. And if he's not the guy, then I can totally see this actually playing out 5-11 for him.
I don't have confidence in their offense enough for me, but
I mean, Kittle's really good. Fucking Nick Mullins was putting together a fucking show last year.
He was.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens, because every year shit gets crazy and we're like, wow, can you believe we predicted that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
At the end of the day, it's all just guessing. It's a coin flip at the end of the
We
day.
should still make. We're still making predictions every week, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Totally. Because we have to. We have to be able to be flexible with. Well,
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Brady just got decapitated, so
Yeah,
let's
this
have
is
a
just
Patriots
our
game.
initial start of the season, what we think
Yeah.
would happen.
Yeah.
if
This
we
is
had
our
to make all
long
picks right now.
shot end of preseason picks.
Yeah.
And if someone is 100% correct, I think they should get a prize.
How about Super Bowl? What do you think Super Bowl matchup would be?
Super Bowl matchup, coach,
Jets,
it's definitely gonna be Patriots Saints.
Packers Patriots.
Probably Patriot. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on Patriot Saints.
That could also be it. Aaron Rodgers Vengeance Tour. Packers Patriots. Packers win. Blowout
All right,
victory.
well,
So, let's jump into the power rankings. Then we'll do the pick'ems. Invicta.
yeah, here we go. Power rankings, coach. We're back on the Bible of the internet. Now, I'm
Whee.
trusting that none of you cheated, like I told
I
you
did
not
not.
to at the start of the show, Rob. Here we go. Name the top 5. I'll let you both collab on this one. You're probably not going to get it unless you cheated, but we'll see. Top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 does not have to be in order. Starting with number 1. Number 1 will be the easiest.
Patriots.
All right. Yep. Pat's
Saints.
number 1.
Chiefs.
Saints and Chiefs are both up there. I'll tell you what ranking after you're done. You got two more left. 2 more teams.
Rams.
Coach.
Bears.
The Rams, not the Bears, and then the final pick. The final team making it to the top 5. There's no way you're going to get these guys.
Chargers.
Coach.
What would
I agree,
NFL.com pick? Vikings.
Is the Philadelphia Eagles sliding in at number
okay.
5. Chiefs were 4. Saints were actually 3, which I don't agree with. I think they're actually better than the
Yeah.
Rams. Rams
I
at
think
2,
so, too.
Pats at 1. And then going down here to the bottom half, coach. Now, or not bottom half. We'll save the bottom half for this one here. All right, coach. This one's for you. True or false? The Packers are ranked above the Cleveland Browns. True or false?
True.
That is absolutely correct. Now, Rob, this one goes to you. With that being correct, true or false, the Cleveland Browns are in the top 15 in the league.
Oh, true.
That's absolutely right, Rob. They have snuck in there, ranked 15. The Packers coming in at 14th behind. Now, I'm going to name off the teams that the Packers are trailing in this in the Bible of the internet here. Okay, so the Packers are ranked below in order. The Houston Texans, the Minnesota Vikings, the Baltimore Ravens, the Chargers, and the Seahawks, Steelers, and Cowboys. And Bears, by the way.
I don't agree with that, but I
Bears
can
are ranked
see.
number 6.
I can see the start of the season that being the case.
I'm gonna be honest. The only one that I disagree with is the Vikings.
The Vikings are ranked
I guess you're,
out of
the Texans, I think, are based on last year's performance.
I know you think that, but I don't think that.
out of the NFC North, they are ranked pretty much 3rd in the division, behind everyone but the Lions, who are sitting at a lowly 26th.
Let them
position.
sleep, dude. Let them sleep. Let
right.
them sleep.
Now we're going over to Robert here.
Yes, sir.
We got the Jets up on deck. True or false, Rob? The Jets have broken the top 20 in the NFL power rankings on NFL.com, Rob.
Almost certainly false.
That is absolutely correct. The Jets staying at number 22, missing the top 20 thanks to the Titans, who finished at rank 20, and the Broncos, who are down on the 21st rank.
The
Then it
Broncos are better than the Jets. That's
Yeah,
the.
no.
That's the. Okay.
You can't argue with it, Rob. This is set in stone here. Jets coming in at 23rd or 22nd, above the Bills. So good job, Jets.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go to the final 2 toss-ups here, Coach, before we wrap it up with Pick'ems.
All right.
True or false? the Oakland Raiders are above the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
True.
All right. And Robert, I'm not going to tell you that's right or not.
That's true. It's got to be true.
Okay. And the second half of this question to you all is the Buccaneers are ranked above or out of the 30th ranked team in the power rankings. The Bucs are not down in the bottom 3. True or false?
False.
False.
That is incorrect. The Bucs are actually ranked the 4th worst team in the NFL at the 29th spot. And both of you were correct about the Raiders. Obviously, the Raiders going to the top 25. Thanks to the Lions staying at 26, the Giants going at 27, and Rob's favorite team, the Washington Redskins, barely beating out the Buccaneers for that 28th spot. But we'll get them next time, Bucks. Back over to you, Coach. That's the power rankings on the powerrankings.com, NFL power rankings on the NFL.com, powerrankings.com, NFL.
Very nice. Very nice.
The fucking Broncos with Drew Lock and who? Like Von Miller on defense.
No, you can't argue it, Rob.
Joe Flacco.
Joe
Flacco.
The Elite Dragon, dude. Oh, that makes sense, actually. Yeah, they should be number 1.
He's got a Super Bowl win, Coach.
All right. This is it. First
Here we go.
pick'ems of the year. Buckle up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you guys just want to use the week 1 on the playoff predictor since it's right there?
Well, I was using the NFL.com one because it's right there.
I mean, well, I mean, all right. Playoff. Okay. You know what?
I don't care.
I mean, we could. I mean, it probably would make it easy.
Yeah, whatever. I don't.
All right, let's we'll do the week 1 thing. All right.
Yeah.
So, well, wait, we can use the playoff predictor thing. All right. So
we don't have to use it. I'm just saying to like just the order. I was just saying like the order.
Okay.
I have it up right now. Is all.
All right, we'll do that then. So
I've got the NFL one up.
All right. Well,
2 out of 3. Get fucked.
All right, we're gonna use the. Actually, you know what? It kind of makes them in a wacky order. I'm just using NFL.com. So, first game, Packers Bears. I'm picking Packers.
Packers at Chicago. Give me the Pack on that, even though I don't like them.
Hold on, I have to look and see which one.
Sorry, Coach. I don't like the Packers. I will never like the Packers.
I have the Bears winning that one.
All right, that's understandable.
It's okay to be wrong.
Next, we got Chiefs Jaguars.
I have the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Falcons Vikings.
Oh, I have the Falcons winning that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually have the Falcons too, but it's gonna be close.
I think that one's gonna be close. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a toss up. Titans Browns.
Go Browns.
Yeah.
Go Browns.
Browns.
Although it would kind of be funny if, like, after all this Browns hype, they lose to the Titans week 1.
Yeah, like what if the Browns just go 0-16 again this year?
That would be a true Brown season.
That would be the worst.
I mean, of course, that's going to happen. That's going to happen now that we're like all fans of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, yeah.
Or we get to experience the true Cleveland Browns experience instead of being bandwagoners.
Yeah, it's basically guaranteed.
Bills Jets.
Jets.
I'll take the Jets. Yeah, they're at home too.
Hell yeah.
I will take the Jets, Rob.
Yeah.
Ravens Dolphins. I'm gonna lock this one in. Baltimore Ravens.
The first lock of the
He's
locked
locked
in door. He's locking in the Baltimore Ravens. It's a safe lock there, Coach.
It's a pretty safe lock, yeah.
Got to be safe week 1.
Yep. I got the Ravens, but they're not my lock.
I also
All right.
have the Ravens, yeah.
Okay. Redskins Eagles.
Eagles,
Eagles.
Yeah.
especially at home. Yeah.
Rams Panthers.
It's gonna be a good game. I've got the Rams taking it though.
I
All
also have the Rams on that week.
Yep, I'm going to take the Rams. Colts Chargers.
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 Yeah,
for
I'll
sure.
take the Chargers. Gotta take Chargers.
Faux show.
Seahawks Bengals. That's the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's the Seahawks right there.
That's the Seahawks.
Yep.
Giants Cowboys.
I took the Giants here, but if Zeke's back, which he might be, then definitely the Cowboys.
I think it's going to be definitely the Cowboys either way.
Um,
Zeke or Zekeless.
I think without
Yeah.
Zeke, Saquon will run all over them.
Nah.
it's gonna be. I think the Cowboys at home are gonna take it, but
I think
I
it's
think
the
I
easy
actually picked the
Cowboys.
Giants in the actual thing we just did. But
Yeah.
I think it'll be the Cowboys now.
Can I say that if Zeke is on the field, then Cowboys, but if not, then Giants?
No.
Sure, you can do that.
No,
All right,
what?
nice, yeah.
What? You can't have flex options
Nope,
and pick 'em.
2v3. That's
You can't have-
democracy,
no,
Sinvicta.
that's crap.
That's
I'll allow.
democracy.
I'll allow.
You can't be like, well, if Aaron Rodgers is healthy, but he doesn't come back, it's gonna be. You can't do that. It's pick'ems. You just
I'll
gotta
give him
pick
a
one or the
week
other.
1 flex. All right, I'm being
Yeah,
generous.
week 1 flex, yeah.
Week 1 flex.
Everyone gets one flex a season.
All right,
man.
all right. Everybody gets 1 flex.
Yeah,
This
well,
season.
hold on. I didn't plan on using my
All
one
right.
flex this season.
Well, they
Everybody
don't use the
gets.
flex, just pick them.
Well, I'm saying because like the thing is, I don't know if Zeke's gonna be back. If he's not, if he's,
But you gotta pick them now. You can't make it right before. We're doing
What?
it. We're doing it live.
I mean, all right, fine. I'll pick the Cowboys. Fine. No, actually, wait. No, hold on. No, I'm sticking with what because Krendor. It's 2v1 here, so we've accepted that is allowed. So I have accepted your gracious offer, and Giants if Zeke's on.
Hippo Nora, put a big asterisk on that for Rob. If Zeke comes back and the Cowboys win, because that's total horse
All
balling.
right. 49ers Buccaneers.
Yeah, I don't care.
I have the Niners.
I'm gonna take.
I've got the Bucks.
I'm gonna take the 49ers.
All right.
Lions Cardinals. Oof.
I have the
Um,
Lions.
Lions.
Dinger.
That's a hum
Dinger.
dinger.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm-
Lions,
I'll
coach.
say Lions. Steelers Patriots, the night game. That's a good game.
I mean, it's Patriots, right?
Pats.
Yeah, you gotta-
it's
you
in
gotta bet the
It's
Patriots.
in Foxborough, so
Yeah.
it's in the Ferksborough.
Yeah.
Well, and also like, when was the last time that the Steelers beat the Patriots?
I
Actually, I
don't
think it was
know.
last year. But my point is, it's extremely rare. It's
Yeah.
uncommon for that to happen.
Texans Saints.
It's gonna be a good game, but I got the Saints.
I got the
Yeah.
Saints too.
And Broncos Raiders.
Gotta go Raiders, coach. Give me the
Raiders.
Raiders.
You know
even
what?
though
I'm gonna go
NFL.com
Broncos.
says
Yo,
Yeah.
Broncos, elite.
I'm going Broncos. I think the Flacco man comes in. I think the Vic Fangio defense. I think they'll stop the Raiders. But it's gonna be close. So I almost picked Raiders.
I think the Raiders are gonna smash them.
I think the Raiders
All
are going to win there too. Yeah.
All right, man. All right.
Get in those
Um,
locks of the week.
Oh, right.
Coach
yeah,
already
wow.
has
Yep.
his Ravens over the Dolphins. Robert.
Yep.
I am gonna go. I'm gonna lock in the Seahawks beating the Bengals.
Okay.
It's a good lock. It's a nice, safe
Yep.
lock there.
Yeah.
For my lock, Coach, I'm gonna surprise the entire world here.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This is my bold prediction.
Uh-huh.
I'm locking in the Cleveland Browns, Coach.
Cleveland
Browns.
Browns.
Take
Cleveland
over the
Browns.
Titans. Go
All right.
Browns.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Go Browns. That's my
Go
lock.
Browns.
Go
I
Browns.
like it.
Wowee. Well, here we go. Week 1.
Oh
ready
yeah.
to go. I'm pumped, man. I'm ready. Football is only days away.
I
Yep.
am so excited.
Thank
Oh.
you, everybody, for sticking with us throughout the preseason, postseason,
Draft.
off-season, draft, fantasy drafts. We did it live on Twitch. That was awesome
Yep.
indeed.
We're
It's still
kicking
up
it
on
off.
my,
Season
Twitch
2.
channel.
Yeah,
Season
season
two.
2. Actually, on week 1 this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on week 1. Amazing.
For those of you always asking, we don't know when or if Bear shows up. He's probably just going to show up randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably in, very like sporadic weeks. So,
Yeah.
we'll see what
Probably whenever the first Patriots Jets game happens.
Don't
Yeah,
expect
probably.
don't expect Bear back before like week 8. Once the second half of the season comes
Mhm.
up and the Patriots are starting to get fired up, then I'm sure we'll see a lot of Bear taffy.
happens. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Please subscribe on YouTube. I'll put the link below the thing. And we're ready. Week 1 coming up. Go Pack Go.
It's not Star Wars, Rob.